Hi, Tessa with Stranquist Family Farm. I am coming to you today because I am going to cook up a rump roast, also known as the poor man's prime rib. Super awesome cut of meat. Don't underestimate this because it's not a prime rib. It's a beautiful cut of meat, and when it's cooked right, it comes pretty darn close to a prime rib. The reason it's a little more tougher cut of meat is obviously the name rump roast. It comes from the rear of the cow, and there's a lot of movement in the hindquarters of the cow, and so it starts getting tougher. So that's why you need to cook it in the oven at a low temperature so it breaks down those connective tissues. And this is so simple to make, just so simple. All you need is some salt and pepper, which I'm going to put on liberally all over this rump roast. Okay, and then I'm going to put on some more herbs, basil, oregano, rosemary, thyme, whatever herbs you like to put on, or if you just like to leave it with just salt and pepper, that's fine too. And then after I get this all my seasonings on here, I'm going to sear it. Don't skip this part. I'm going to sear it all over, the roast all over, before I put in the oven at 220 degrees until it gets to 125, 130 degrees. So there we got all seasoned. And then I'm going to sear it next. Searing the rump roast on all sides. I've got it over high heat, and I'm searing it for about a minute on each side. I'm using beef tallow. From our own suet. I render down suet, which is just beef fat from the cow. So I'm using that as the oil. And then I'm going to sear it on all sides, and once I'm done, I'm going to put it back in the roasting pan and put it in the oven at 220 degrees for 2 hours. And why do we sear? Well, we sear because it adds more flavor, and then it gives you a caramelized crust. So it's just a beautiful addition to a roast. I've got the roast seared on all sides. I'm going to put it in the oven at 220 degrees for 2 hours, or until it's 125 to 130 degrees. And then we'll take it out and wrap it in tin foil for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it'll be done. The roast is done. I took it out of the oven at 125 degrees. I let it rest for about 5-10 minutes. And then I cut it up with the grain, about 1/4 inch slices going with the grain. I am going to make some sugar pie squash with this, and maybe some baby reds. And I also have a really amazing horseradish sauce. It's not too horseradish if you don't like that spice. It's a mixture of mayo, sour cream, apple cider vinegar, and horseradish. So that recipe, along with this rump roast recipe, is on the farm blog. I will link it in the notes, so you can find that here if you'd like to make this. And if you know anybody who loves a good roast, please share this with them, your friends and family. I would love for you to share this video with them. Thank you so much, and have a great day.